Step inside, traveler, leave the outer rim behind. You've docked in Red 5 Cantina, where the stars all unwind. I'm cool at the helm, pulling up a seat for you. We've got blue milk chilling and a table with a view. From Tatooine suns to the moons of Endor, stories spark like sabers when you walk through this door. Every rebel, smuggler, Jedi, come on in. This is where your Star Wars journey's about to begin. So hang your cloak, set your blaster on stun. In this harvest coming fun, yeah, we're second to none. Grab a drink, take a breath, make a wish when you're ready, cause the jump to light speed's never been this steady. Welcome to Red 5 Cantina, where legends come alive. Across the galaxy, we're keeping that rebel vibe. Pull up a stool, we're about to ignite. Tank fabric, this crew's looking ready tonight. From Lord of Labs, we're your hyperspace guide. At Red 5 Cantina, come enjoy the ride. Come enjoy the ride.
Oh yeah, fresh in from a mission.
Red 5 standing by. This is Red 5. I'm going in.
Watch that crossfire, boys.
Here we go. Check this out. This is only a minute and a half right here. This is what we got to do to get started right here, y'all. Check it out. What's up, Red Squadron? This is Cool, your captain at Red 5 Cantina, and we're about to make the official drink of the channel. That's right, the Red 5 standing by. Here's all you'll need. 2 ounces of rum or vodka, an ounce of grenadine, 2 ounces of lemonade, a splash of soda water, half an ounce of lime juice, and some ice. You can sugar the rim with red sugar if you want, but we're not fancy. Let's do this. Let's get our official glass with some ice here. Put the grenadine in so it's at the bottom. It signifies the rocket's red glow. Now we'll do a couple ounces of rum. 1, 2. That's the second one. Same thing with the lemonade. 1, 2. That's the second one. Half ounce of the lime juice. Put that in there. Mix it all up. And then what you want to do is you want to pour it slowly over the back of a spoon. And watch it rise. Watch those rockets take off. The engines glow, pushing you out into the outer rim. Oh, there it is. We have liftoff. Throw a little splash on top. And let's have a sip. Cheers. Refreshing, the official drink, the Red 5 standing by. Be sure to like, subscribe, and connect with me on the channel on YouTube, and we'll see you soon. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is out to you guys. Get the official Red 5 glass. Boom, cheers, y'all. Came back from a mission well beyond Uranus. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. This is awesome. Feeling the love. 14 in the chat. This is awesome. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you're subbed up. Make sure you're on the Facebook group. Got a lot of stuff going on over there. Let me give a special shout out, special thank you to JD, Jeff Day, Ricardo, and Rolando. You guys have been just so wonderful through this experience, getting us set up. Special thanks to Eben over there for letting me throw the link up on SRL's chat, and everybody else that's throwing it up on their Instagrams and things like that. I'm still in a whirlwind trying to reconnect with everybody. So give me some time. I'll get around to you. I'm sorry if I left anybody out. It's just, it's been a whirlwind, but we're back. We're doing it. We're here live tonight in the Red 5 Cantina, a Star Wars hangout. So that's what it's all about, right? Our common love for all things Star Wars. and the Bears beating the Eagles. But anyway, I'll get to the chat in a minute. I'll get to the chat. We'll do all that chat thing. I don't want my head to spin too many different ways. So you had the intro music. We got our theme song. We got our own special drink recipe there. That video is going to be out about 7:30 tonight. About the time the stream ends, that video will be out. If you want to go back and get the ingredients, it's in the description. You can mix it up every Monday night. You can make a virgin version if you have to work in the morning. I get it. I got to get up at 4 myself. So I did a little different mix of my own tonight. Yeah, we're going to do it. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Ahsoka Season 2. There's some rumors going around on one slice of the story that I'm really hoping happens, and I think a lot of you will get on board with it if it comes to fruition. So I've made a special video that's going to be out tomorrow. I'm going to give you a sneak peek because you're here live as a bonus for you being part of the Red Squadron. That's you guys. So, you're here, you're reporting for duty. So I'm going to make it worth your while. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. It's like a 5-minute video. I'll give you like 2 minutes and we'll use it for discussion because I really think it'll get things going for you. I know we all are in our feels about the content these days, especially with Ahsoka, you know what I'm saying? But this is a little different slant. I think you're going to like it. Then we're going to talk about the top 10 Star Wars video games that are still being played to this day, that are still being taken care of on servers, that have big fan bases, reboots and things like that going on. I think you guys really love that. Maybe get a little conversation going there. Then we're going to talk about the crazy Star Wars animatronics coming out of Home Depot. I have tracked down the parent company who's making these things. I still can't get an R2. But we'll touch on that. There's a phenomenon going on with Facebook groups and people modding them and collecting them. And it's it's fun. You see, I've got the Vader over there, and then I just said hell with it and made my own few back there. So that's how it is. So let's get into it. Let me go to the chat and say what's up. The chat is on fire, as General Kenobi would say. So let me back it on up. Pat's fan was in there first. What is up, sir? Thank you so much for being here, Ken. Appreciate you, brother. Flex, Red 69 reporting in. I love it. He's got his call sign. I love it. Thank you so much. Ultra Carterzilla 6939. What is up, sir? Glad to see you. I've been chasing a lot of you guys on Instagram with the new Red 5 Cantina Instagram. So again, bear with me. We're getting there. We're rebuilding. It's all good. We're off to a great start, by the way. Great start. Kaz, what is up, sir? All the way from Canada up there. Thank you so much. Where are we at? Flex saying hi to Kaz. Kaz saying what's up to everybody. Talking to Ken about the Pats. Yeah, you know what? No Patriots talk. Sorry, Ken. Mr. B, what is up, sir? Oh yeah, here for the reboot, Evan. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. JD, hell yeah. Now, right now, my mods are strictly just going to be JD, Ricardo, and Rolando. Just keep it peaceful in the chat. Stuff might be going on out in the galaxy away from my channel. Leave it out there. You know what I'm saying? We're here to chill. You're in the cantina now. We're here to chill. So those guys will be on you like white on rice. Ricardo checking in. What's up, sir? Appreciate you. Please check your messenger. I think we crossed some wires earlier, but I think we're okay. I've been saying what's up to everybody. What is this? He's talking about CM Punk. Okay. Oh, where are we at here? Mr. B, Flexi Flex, Kaz. Going through it, catching up. This thing's got a delay. So just Jason from Canada, from the east coast of Canada. What's up, sir? How you doing? Go over there and check out his channel. He does some cool different ways of thinking of eating and taking care of your health. Really interesting stuff. Check him out. I highly recommend it. Good dude. Been around since, day one, bro. 2020. In the house. Oh, we got to okay. You want to already get off to that. All right. I don't think it's on in this one. I'm not, dude, everything got blown up. I have no idea. I have no idea. So caps away, my friend. Caps away and see what happens. That's all I can say. Give it a shot. Um, let's jump right into the first segment. Like I said, I'm just gonna give you guys a couple minutes. We're good for the caps. There you go. I'm just gonna give you a couple minutes of the video that I made that's coming out tomorrow morning, just to whet our appetite for the discussion, so you know where I'm coming from. So I'm gonna jump off here just for a second and give you this video. Check it out. Ahsoka Season 2. Why Baylan Skoll's path could bring Anakin and Luke back together on screen. Ahsoka Season 2 is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable corners of the entire Mando-era timeline. And the biggest reason why? Baylan Skoll. Ever since his introduction in Season 1, Baylan has felt like the key to something much larger, something ancient, something dangerous, and something that could shake the entire Star Wars mythos. And now the rumors are getting louder. Baylan Skoll may be the one to unleash the ultimate evil in Star Wars, Abeloth. And if that's true, then the consequences won't just affect Ahsoka. They could pull Anakin and Luke Skywalker into the same storyline for the first time on screen. Let's talk about how that might happen and why it could reshape the entire future of the franchise. Baylan Skoll ended Season 1 separated from Shin and standing on a statue of the Father. He wasn't chasing Thrawn, wasn't interested in the New Republic, and honestly wasn't even concerned with the galactic conflict at all. Baylan was after something deeper, something he described as a power greater than any we've seen. And in Star Wars, when you start mixing ancient power with the Mortis gods, there's really only one name that makes sense: Abeloth. If Baylan becomes the catalyst to free her, that's not just a villain of the week setup. That is a universe-level threat, something so dangerous that even Jedi, Sith, and cosmic beings fear her. And that's exactly where the possibility of Anakin's return becomes more than just fan hope. All right. So I think you see where I'm going with this. Maybe so. Maybe so. I always look at these things with it. My perspective is I'm just latching on to what I like about this stuff, right? So I think this is a perfect time, perfect opportunity. They've been building to it, and it's so obvious to bring Luke and Anakin together. Now, we remember in The Last Jedi, our favorite Star Wars film, when Luke sat down with Yoda again, he was glowy, but he was more in the real. You know what I mean? He just had that sort of essence around him. And I feel like with this ultimate evil, ultimate power of just unbelievable strength with Abeloth, she's going to be in this universe whether we like it or not. So I'm just looking at, like, what's something cool we could just pull from this, right? It's kind of like when you look at when it's like an episode out of the comics. Just look, that's the way I'm looking at it. Like, it's just a Star Wars story in the comics, in the universe, where we know some common characters that I feel like I wish they would have done more of this in the sequel films, where you've got familiar characters branching in with newer characters, right? So you had Ahsoka, she's talking with Luke, they're in the timeline. Baylan takes her out. She ends up in the world between worlds. Anakin basically saves her. So now you've got Anakin, Ahsoka, and Luke. Now I know how people have their feels about Ahsoka, but just hear me out here. Luke and Anakin are now on the same timeline. So my thing is, like, I didn't see a reason to bring Anakin back, but now I'm finding one. So bring it on. At this point, it can't get any worse. So give us this. I think it'd be a great moment. The big thing that's going to mix it up is you've got this other storyline with Thrawn. So you've got him back. He found his way back. And so how do you balance the two? Because it could get really messy really fast. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be fine just seeing the Baylan Skoll series at this point. But how do you guys feel about that? I look, again, I know some people have their feelings about Ahsoka, don't even want to know, don't want to watch, but I'm looking at this stuff with a fresh set of eyes in the fandom going, well, hey, obviously I don't have to like every single thing that you just slapped the name Star Wars on, but while we're here, you know, what are we going to do? So Dragon Bud, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in. How you doing? That's another thing, guys. I'm a brand new channel, so we're going to get people that like, I don't know Dragon Bud, but I'm really happy you're here. So join the party, join the family, check in for duty in the Red Squadron, my friend. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. So Mr. B says, I always had a feeling it was going this way, but I might have mixed feelings about the new Balin. Well, I mean, honestly, dude, we can't do anything about the new Balin. It's not like they just, you know what I mean? Like they didn't just hire a new actor. So with that said, I'm sure a lot of this story was already written. And I liked his story from the start. I liked where he was having these feelings because it took me back to the OT when Obi-Wan would say, I just suddenly had a feeling. And Vader, I haven't felt this presence in a very long time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's cool. It gave me some feels there, right? Okay. I mean, you could say they're ripping off the old story, whatever, but I just like how it harkened back to that because that's what Jedis do. That's what people, force sensitives do. They sense the force in the universe. And so Balin Skull was the only person doing that. It wasn't Sabine getting stuck with a lightsaber and just healing the next day and going, let's go back. It was him saying, I have something pulling me. I have something pulling me towards this place. And he didn't say if it was good or bad. He just said, it's this ultimate power. I need to go unlock it. He's like the blinders are up. He's leaving his student and everything. Right. I love that part of it. I love that part of it. Cause now I'm getting curious. Like, what's he talking about? And then at the end, they put him on the father's hand on the statue. And you're like, oh shit, the Mortis gods. Like, wow, okay, fine. Okay, it makes that at least makes sense in that story world because Filoni was there for Clone Wars and all that. We saw Anakin go through his trials with the Mortis gods and all that. At least we had some tie-in for once, okay? And right here, Dragon Bud says, hungry for some more storyline. Rey is going to be hard pressed to be replaced, but I like their choice. Yes, I mean, we can't do anything about that. Anybody that takes that role of Balin is going to be under the microscope. I get it. However, the storyline is connecting to something else that we're already familiar with, and it's like, wow, okay, why weren't we getting this in some other places? You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I do like the actor, and I am excited to see where the story goes more than the actor, so to speak. Left Coast, Rick, welcome in, says young Annie is wrong in my opinion. It would have to be Sebastian Shaw. Well, I mean, and again, the actor's not there to have him, have him there, and this is where we're at. But let's look at the characters and their arcs rather than the person portraying them. In this sense, in my conversation, and I'm just saying that I really like where this is going. Like Boba Fett got hijacked by Mando. It would be cool if Balin could hijack Ahsoka's show, and we would just see a lot of this stuff instead. But I know it can't be because of this great war they're going to have, And I don't think they're going to wrap it up in one season. So it's gonna be different, And then they have the movie coming out. I think we'll talk about the movie next week because I have some feels on the movie too. I think I don't know that they're going to change the title of the movie. I don't like the title of the movie, but I think the movie is masquerading something bigger underneath, and it might tie into this stuff. I don't know. I would hope it does. If we do have some crossover characters go into the movie, I would hope it all makes sense in this. But we'll have to see. Let's see here. Mr. B says, I thought Shin was possibly going to be turned into Abeloth. Well, here's the thing. Maybe Abeloth needs to possess a physical form. So maybe something like that's in the cards. I didn't think of that. So that could be something cool. But it could just be the story trope if she's this big mystic being, maybe to be in the physical plane, she has to be in a body. So maybe that could still happen. Don't know. But yeah, I agree too, Ricardo. Could be interesting to see that. There's a lot of options there. I think only Ahsoka would see young Anakin in her dreams. I don't know, man. I don't know. Action Joe Figs, what's up, brother? Thank you for showing up. No problem. Come on back and watch the replay. You got content coming out tomorrow. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. Let's see what he says here. There's a rumor that the movie is supposed to connect everyone, and a Mando season 4 is after the movie. I mean, I've read recently that Mando season 4 was already written and ready to go. It's sitting on Favreau's desk. It may or may not come to fruition. I feel like going into the films, it may end up being the way that we get more Mando. I don't know. I think at some point too, these shows will begin to intersect more. So rather than having a season 4 Mando, maybe it would be called Mando season 4, but include Book of Boba Fett stuff and Ahsoka stuff, and everybody's going at this thing with Thrawn. Maybe it would become, the Heir to the Empire series, and they're all in it, something like that. Mr. B thought about Shin, that because Shin has the white hair. Yeah, I mean, dude, there could be something there. There could be something there, or sacrifice to bring her onto the physical plane. It could be. And then Anakin, of course, kind of controls it's between time, but it's also kind of between realms, and he can move back and forth and move around and kind of control things in a way, or at least insert you at certain moments and pull you in, pull you out. I don't know. It could do a lot of things. It could get messy fast, but I think there's a plan there. I think there's definitely a plan there. But tomorrow the video will be out. Watch that video. It's only about 5 minutes long. It kind of fleshes out a little bit more of what I'm talking about, and it has sort of a way for this to happen on screen and then sort of wrap up in its own, just in that storyline, because you got this whole big Thrawn thing taking place, and I don't know how that's going to turn out. But with that said, Ultra Carterzilla is going to go check some WWE out. All right, buddy. Thanks for coming. I'm seeing chats on I'm watching on the mobile to make sure things are going, and I'm seeing chats before they pop up in my software. There's such a stupid delay on this thing. Let's see. Mr. B says Anakin may sense it happening, but probably can't pin it down because Abeloth isn't Jedi or Sith, or it could be something that he, if Balin opens this door, if anybody could sense it, it would be Anakin, right? So then Anakin would have to go slide over and tell Ahsoka, hey, look, you're going to need some help. And then she's going to bring up Luke, and he's going to be like, Luke, who? And then she'll go to Luke. Luke will turn to the ancient text scripts, blue glowy Yoda, whatever. And then all of a sudden, out of the mist, you'll see Anakin come in. And dude, I'll be smacked right between my feels if that happens. I'm telling you, that will be amazing. But let me move on here. Set this other stuff up I've got going here. Thanks for weighing in on that stuff too, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right. I know y'all like top 10s, right? You like top 10s. But before we move on, let's take a look at this chat. Let's finish up this convo because I'm catching up here. Anakin may sense it happening. It's a good way to introduce. I think the thing is, though, with Abeloth, unfortunately, that's going to have to be wrapped up by the end of the season. But the Thrawn piece will probably go on for this season, cross into another show somewhere, maybe have its own themed show be in a movie. Maybe it's going to be in the Grogu Mando movie. Who knows? And then figure what 2027 probably have some type of film to wrap it all up. Maybe 28, something like that. I know originally back way back. I think it was at one of the conventions. Kathleen Kennedy made an announcement about all these shows, and she was announcing them and talking about these storylines crossing into each other and crescendoing into this big major film or two or three, however it works out. They always want to tell you a trilogy, obviously, because that's where the money's at, right? But we'll definitely hit on the movie thing next time. But check this out. Let's move on, talk about gaming, because I love gaming. I do have a game channel that I mess around on that I love to do. I just love gaming. So, and if it comes to Star Wars being involved in gaming, I love it even more. But these are the top 10 Star Wars games being played still to this day. Most of them still have their servers being taken care of by developers and a robust player base. So if you see one you haven't heard of, you can look it up and get into it, check it out. Some of them are free on Steam. Some of them are free through their websites and their servers and things like that. So let's check it out. We'll start with number 10, Outlaws. Outlaws is one of those games that it started out kind of shaky, and then it had a major update and it fixed a lot of things, and now they're getting ready to do another big update. So it's one of those games that are kind of becoming more and more playable, I guess, over time. You can get it as part of it's also on Switch now, on Nintendo Switch, by the way. You can get it as part of like a subscription service, Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation Network. I'm not sure how you would get it on the Switch. I'm sure they have a game network type thing. You can get it on Steam, play it on PC. There's mods and things you can get for it and things like that to make it more interesting. But number 9, coming in at number 9, Star Wars Empire at War. It's more like a strategy game. I played it a little bit. You get points built up, you can base build, you can build your army up. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pats fans taking off, no problem, brother. Have a good one. Let's look next. So anyway, this is for the strategy game, role-playing game lovers out there. This is a cool game. I've played it. It will take up a lot of your life, but it's in the Star Wars universe and it's pretty cool. Some really cool sound effects in it and a lot of cool features and things you can do in it. Number 8, The Old Republic. Now, I went back through my shelves in the collection room and I actually had this. So this is the old school original release with all your keyboard shortcuts. I think there's a little map or a key in there or something like that. It's I might this actually you can play free on a website. And it's still going. A lot of players. I got on it a couple months ago and there was like 1,000 players still on it or something. It was crazy. Ricardo says you can buy this is about Outlaws, I believe. You can buy it through Nintendo site or the cartridge itself. My son has the Twitch too. Okay. Nintendo Switch. Got you. Let's continue. Number 7, Jedi Fallen Order. I love the Jedi Fallen Order. I love the Jedi games. There's supposed to be a third one in development. I cannot wait. Great cutscenes. There's a couple little weird things about the controls that if you game a lot, you kind of take some getting used to, but you can always unbind the keys on a PC version or change things on your controller. So it's not that big of a deal. That game, though, 5 stars in my book. Love it. Great story. I would love to see this come to the small screen. Make this a streaming show. Bring him into the universe. Put him in a movie with everybody. I'd be fine with it. Love the character. Love how you see growth. He didn't just come out, boom, knowing everything. No, he had a teacher. He failed. He got back up, dusted himself off, kept going, kept growing. They're under attack. He moves on. He learns from other people, getting chased by the inquisitors and stuff. It's great. It's really cool because you see the growth of the character, and you're taking part of it with your skills in the game as well. They're improving, you know. So I'm all for that coming into the universe of Disney related content. Oh, look at that. Look at that little sticker action right there. Oh, what's that right there? Booyah. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Number 6, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. I used to play the shit out of this on the PlayStation. Uh, cool game. You can still get your hands on it. You can still play it. Awesome time in that game. A lot of lightsaber slashing in that. I think you're Katarn in that game, right? Kyle Katarn, is that his name? I think that's the main character in that game. So it gives you a little lore somewhere else in the universe. It's pretty cool. Let's see what's number 5. Booyah Republic Commando. They just did a redo of this game, what, a year or two ago, year and a half ago? And you could get it on Steam, all your other download services. It's out there now. It would be awesome to have this one as a multiplayer, although unfortunately it's not. Really cool game though. It's, you know, first person shooter. It almost has a feel almost like a Doom kind of feel, maybe just the way that it moves and stuff. Number 4, Battlefront 2. I know y'all are in Battlefront 2. You can go on and play against your buddies and stuff. You know, last spring or last winter, they had this huge resurgence of people playing this game again. Up to 100,000 people were online playing it again. So I highly recommend Battlefront 2 for the PvP. Number 3, here we go. Top 3 now. Here we go. It's going to get interesting. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. You know, my kid, when he was little, we loved the Lego games, and a lot of people like them because they cross through most of the saga. And I think that's with this one. You get a lot of story content in there, even though it is in the Lego world. And you know, not everybody's into the gore and setting stuff on fire and chopping people up. So it's a lot of fun. I don't know that I necessarily want it, but I know I have access to it through some downloading services and things like that in memberships. So, you know, definitely worth checking out. I would say it's more friendly, family friendly, I guess you could say. All right, here we go. Down to number 2. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Again, the Jedi line of games. I love it. This one was even better than the first one. Like that's tough to top your first one. And this game did it. So I'm all for a part 3. And I'm all for them bringing him into the universe on these shows and stuff. So let's do it. Oh, before we get to number 1, cheers to the Red Squadron out there here on Red 5 Cantina. Thank you again for showing up, y'all. That's for you. All right, here we go. Number 1. This is not voted by me. I think this was Games Radar. Here we go. Number 1. Still played, still taken care of on the servers. Here we go. Number 1. Knights of the Old Republic. I do not have Knights of the Old Republic. I have the Old Republic. However, this one still has active servers. They still maintain it. You can still go on and play it. It's awesome. And where I think these Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic came from was this game right here, Star Wars Galaxies, Empire Divided. If you know, you know. This game right here is the OG granddaddy of Star Wars games. When they talk about open world, dude, from space to spaceport to cantinas to planets to places you knew and loved and all the movies, original movies, the music, the sound effects, the creatures, the enemies, the good guys. You want to be a smuggler, you want to be an entertainer in a cantina, you want to be a medic, a combat medic, you want to be a Jedi, a fighter, a pilot, a smuggler. I probably said smuggler twice. A bounty hunter. It's all in here. You can still. This is called what's known as a dead game. The developers quit taking care of it, but there are servers out there who are allowed to use the original. As long as they use original code, they've added content. They've added worlds. They've added quest lines. This game right here. Galaxies, and you don't even need the discs anymore to play it on servers. That's my personal number one, but we're talking about games currently out there being played. That one, Galaxies, I don't know if they have so many on there. Rogue Squadron wasn't on there, Kaz. I don't know myself. I don't know why. This is what they said based on the numbers, what they're seeing downloads and the games you can play online and things like that. So, is what it is. Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic, it's a lot of pieces of Galaxies. If you went and played Galaxies, the way it looks, the way you do your weapons and your F keys and everything on the PC, it's all exactly the same. There's a few differences that they kind of cleaned up. And I think with the change in the storyline is what did it for everybody. So let me get rid of that. Let me close this out. I think that was it, right? Yes. All right, let's see. Who did I miss here? Duffman was he was saying cheers to me. Yep. Surprise Rogue Squadron. Yep. Cool. Thanks for your comments, guys. Appreciate you. So now we're going to talk about, where is it? Let me find it. Everybody, wait a minute. Where did it go? I lost it. Hold on. All right. So I'm going to give a shout out to a friend real quick, just because this leads us into the conversation. Everybody is getting into, and you can see it here on my screen. There's Vader, Home Depot. He's got his Christmas saber on and everything. Over on Facebook, the Facebook group, the Real Home Depot R2D2 Mods and Discussion group, jumped to 4,700 members recently. Everybody trying to get this Home Depot R2. They started a group. People are modding it. They're putting sound mods, light mods, paint, different trim. They're making it into an R5. They're doing all these different things. It's $299, guys. The thing is $299. So let me show you what I found. I wanted to find out a little more deeper history onto these things. And I found these guys. SVI International. This is who makes the animatronics. I didn't know this, but they make the animatronics for Spirit Halloween too. So they have all these different holiday ones. They got the Chewbacca, the Trooper. Let's see what else they've made. The Vader. Some of these you'll see at Home Depot. Other ones you'll see because now they're doing a Christmas. Spirit Halloween is doing a Spirit Christmas store, limited edition kind of thing. So Hen Solo's here, y'all. What's up, sir? Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. So I thought I was going to be slick and get on here and order the R2D2, but it was not to be, because when you go to the shop, you can only shop for parts. So it is what it is. A lot of people got the Chewbacca this year. Look, for $59. What do I get for $59? I think it's just a service plan. I was like, do I get his head? The head of Chewbacca for $59? I think it's just it's his head. $59 for his head. I like it. But you can get parts. Like if you have a control box go out, a sensor go out, different adapters and things like that. So it's nice to know where this stuff comes from and that you can get parts to keep it going. So let's look at the R2, for instance. There's platform pieces. I mean, damn, you could damn near buy all the pieces and just put them together, right? The head, it's unavailable. People probably went in there and ordered it. The eye. A lot of 3D print shops have been making these pieces because they want to be a little more movie accurate. The light strings. Some other people have found ways too, they know how to figure out how much power the outlet puts out for those lights. So let me go back to those lights, for instance. So they can take take that adapter on the end to plug in and then do something different with R2. They could make a separate motor, have power off of that to raise and lower an antenna, different movements. Other people are saying take the guts out of the mouse droid, and so you can drive him around, different stuff like that. But there's some different stuff. His control box out of stock. There's power adapters, different things. So it's cool to know that you can go over here and find some of this stuff. But that is they have the Chucky. You can get the innards of the Chucky, right, and make your own kind of thing for your own projects. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. SVIservice.com is that website. It is called SVI Seasonal Visions Inc. And they are who makes these animatronics, and then they get contracts with retailers such as Home Depot. Home Depot says, well, we want it to be exclusive to us. So that's, I'm sure, some way that they work a deal, and they'll be the only ones selling these animatronics. However, if you end up needing parts for yours, you can go to one of these Facebook groups, or you can find these guys online, sviservice.com. I just thought that was pretty neat. I wanted to go down that rabbit hole a little bit because I was like, maybe there's another way I can get my hands on one, and there isn't. You can only get it over at Home Depot. So is what it is. Let me get rid of this for a second. Is what it is. Before we move on to the community spotlight, I want to give another shout out. Guys, you know him, you love him. General Kenobi, Jose, hit me up when he heard what had happened with the other channel, the things going on. He says, hey, brother, I heard what's going on. If you want to come on the channel and promote, get your ass on here and let's talk. Talk me through what happened, talk about the new channel. Let's go. Didn't miss a beat. My man has been there since we've known of each other. We've become friends. We've always been in the background messaging and strategizing and helping each other out with the YouTube game. And I've told a couple of people, because it's tough to get the word out there. I told Ricardo and JD, if it wasn't for those guys hitting me up saying, where the hell you been? What's going on? Giving me a few moments to clear my head, just sitting on my old game channel, just trying not to think about stuff too much. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing this tonight. But also, if it wasn't for everybody showing up, we wouldn't be doing this tonight. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. I mean, we've got like 40 plus in the Facebook group. We're at, I think, 40 subs on the YouTube. I didn't even have any content, and you guys were subbing me. I mean, I feel so good. Thank you so much, because I'm thinking, who the hell am I? I'm just a guy with an opinion on this stuff and an outlook on this stuff. And I apparently there's a handful of you that like to hear me run my mouth. So I'm going to keep doing that for you. Thank you so much. But I want to give General Kenobi just a special shout out in my first stream back, because he did me a solid. We were on last week with him. He's got a really big stream coming up this Wednesday, and I want every one of us to show up for this, because this is unique. It's different. It's not your average everyday interview. Let me show you what's going on over there. He's getting with Nilda from Appetite for Collectibles. They're going to be talking to people from Skeleton Crew. But check this out. Check this out. December 3rd, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, okay? 6 p.m. Pacific. They're going to have Marty Matulis, who plays Captain Vane. They're going to have one of the creature performers on there. They're going to have Cisa Gray, who plays Kona. They're going to have Dominic Burgess, who plays Beef. They're going to have Gordon Tarpley, the Clatoonian Raider. A lot of us know Gordon. He's a pretty awesome dude. He's got a really cool YouTube channel, and he's been in 1,000 things. You got Jacob Rohannes, Glurb, Dawn Dinninger, Numa. I think she was the mother, right, of Neil. Zach Andrews, who plays SM33. Rob Wright, who handles the droids. Mike Senna, who's a droid technician and puppeteer. Kevin Mangold, who's a biker Rhodian, and puppeteer and creature effects people. So go give him your support Wednesday night. That is going to be really neat, really unique. You know, typically a lot of shows, it's tough to get these people to come on to a stream show because a lot of times they're not allowed to say much, right? They're not allowed to talk about too many deep things. However, this is after the fact. The show's already been out. They can come on and talk about their experience of what went on. Maybe there's a season 2 in the works they can't talk about, but they can answer all our questions about everything we saw about using Phil Tippett's designs and different things like that, you know. So that's a really cool and unique thing, and God knows how long that's going to take to get through that, because it's going to be like herding cats with so many people. I don't know if they're going to do one at a time, two at a time, three at a time. I talked to him a little bit about it after the stream the other day, and he's excited. He's excited, but you know, there's always that little bit of trepidation because you're like, damn, I don't know quite how we're going to handle all this, but it's going to be a really awesome time. So cheers to General Kenobi again. Thank you so much. Go check him out Wednesday. This one's for you, sir. The link's in the chat. Go hit it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Set your alert for it. It's going to be a good one. Get you over that hump on Wednesday. Now we come to the part of the night that I like to call Community Spotlight.
Watch that crossfire, boys.
Yeah. If Santino was here, this is the part where we would say,
"Hello, motherfucker." Bullshit.
All right. So let's talk about some pickups first. How did I do this? All right, so I'm going to show you my what is going on there? Boom. Okay. So over on Facebook, join the Red 5 Cantina, a Star Wars hangout group. One of the admins or myself will let you in. And then at the top of the page, you'll see up here where it says featured. Let me blow that up for you. It says featured, and under featured, I have 3 discussion threads tagged. One, hashtag display, hashtag whip, and hashtag pickups. And that's what we'll do. When we get to the community spotlight, it's all about you guys. It's not about me tonight. Now it's about you guys. So before we get into that, we'll talk about my pickup for the week. I got this from Tony, Star Wars Sith, on his Whatnot auction channel. It's Bodhi autograph card. That's my pickup. Check that out. Hold on. This is a badass card. So there's the back card back. The gold refractor foil there, and then it's still in the protector. I'm not touching the card. It's got the actor's name there. If I can zoom it in enough to get his name, because I can't see it. But there it is, autograph Bodhi. So that's cool. Anybody from Star Wars get autographs, kind of cool, you know. So that's my pickup this week, and let's go in and let's take a look. Let's see what you guys got going on. We had Rick Quellar. Ricardo, sir. He's been picking up some stuff. What do you got here? Bix, Colleen, and Jackie Lon were pickups from Amazon. Dedra Miro, Jedi Master and Dara, and KB. Got it, Ross. Rosscon, nice. $5.99. Yeah, boy. Check them out. Check them out. Nice. See if I can. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Those are clean, dude. Clean, clean, clean boxes. Nice. Let's see a little something going on in the corners, but that's all right. Those are clean, dude. Those are nice. I finally broke myself of being a box collector. Started taking stuff out of the boxes. Bix and Jedi Jackie. What else we got here? Andor, Acolyte, Skeleton Crew. Got a nice little mix. Indara, Miro. Yeah. Let's see, Miro. I know you like Miro. There she is. Looking good. Looking good, dude. Also, I don't know how much you're going to show us here in a minute, but you got a badass collection, my friend. Badass. Refresh. Let me see what he says here. Refresh that membership request. Are you adding something here, buddy? Let me go in on mobile here. See what you got. Member request? What? You weren't in it? I thought you were in it. Did you do? Are you adding something? Let me know. We'll move on. But if you add something, let me know. Let me know. All right. I'll hit a refresh here. Let's see what happens. Newest. All right, moving on. Let's go to hashtag display. This one I'm excited about. We got some cool shit in here. Ben showed us his focus there on some Mando stuff. Very cool. Very cool. That's the what is that? The Boba Fett repaint, and then the old school Boba Fett. You got the heavy gunner, looks like, and the Mando. I like that ST with the Ahsoka paint. What's going on there? That's sharp. I like that. I like that. Turtle leg lamp. Hey, put that under the whip section if you want, brother. We'll show it. We'll show it. All right, Sergio's got a video. Let's hit it. Let's check out his collection room here. What's he got? That's pretty badass. I like that rug too. Oh, that Sith holocron's badass. Nice computer setup. Nice. Nice. Go check out Sergio's Dapper_Panda on TikTok. He's doing things, y'all. Doing things. Ricardo, check it out, dude. Looks like the store in here. Look at this. I like that mall display. Sweet. Damn, dude. Looks awesome. Hell yeah, got some carded stuff there, some vintage, some Saga series, archives. Got the Thrawn archive. Nice, dude. Watch. The more he's on these shows, the more that stuff will be worth probably at some point. I like this is that Obi-Wan and the trooper armor down there? Is that what that is? Got some 50th anniversary. Real nice, dude. Real nice. Look at that. Bro, you got them all. Is that Savage? What do you got going on there? Aura Singh. Oh, yeah, you got all the good ones there, dude. There's Savage. Oh, yeah. Some of these look better out of the package, to be quite honest. Uh-oh. Justin commented. We're going to see what he's got. Very nice, dude. So much. So much. I love it. Love it. Thanks for sharing that. Let's go back down to work in progress. Let's see what Hen Solo. Dude, you did a really nice paint on that shell. That is awesome. You're going to have to teach me how to do that. That looks awesome, dude. Really good paint. That looks really good. And that was a different color. The light changes color. Did this come to your house in a box that said Fragile? No, you made this. This is great, dude. Let's show that some more. Let's blow it up. Dang. Yeah, dude. That's awesome. Sponge. Okay. Sponge on the half shell. All right. I mean, it looks like leather. That's great. Like a leather band around it. That's really cool. Awesome. Thanks a lot to everybody for putting stuff in there. I added one piece in there also right here. I'm going to be doing some stuff that has to do with collecting, of course. So this is like a guide. If you're into the vintage action figures, it's the accessories. If you're buying them loose and you need to know what to get to make them complete, this is by Tony Salinas. He's out there on some other websites. This is an awesome piece of information to have at your disposal. Trust me, makes a world of difference. I'm still in that 375 world, so that's really important. Some other things I'm doing on here is instead of doing like a live auction, I'm doing like claim sales. I think that's what I'm going to keep doing, is just the claim sales. If you're interested, you're interested. If you're not, you're not. If you want to make me a different offer, you can PM me, whatever. I got some vintage stuff on there. I got some modern stuff on there. A lot of trading cards. I'm going to be getting more into trading cards and doing rips and stuff like that. So maybe I'll do the rips live and then throw them on here for sale or something like that. Or if there's stuff you're interested in, different things like that. Be sure to join the Facebook group. There's going to be a whole lot more stuff going on over there information wise. And wait a minute. Sorry, I missed some comments. I do both open and close packages. Depends on the figure and my mood. Yeah, I hear that, dude. Oh, he's going to show his technique. Woo! He's going to show us that sponge technique, y'all. I will be there to see it, sir. This is where I'll be posting stuff for upcoming episodes. If I have guests, everything that's going on with the channel will be here in the group. And if you're in the group and if you're on the live, you're going to see some stuff first. So like tonight, I showed you the drink video. The drink video is not premiering, but it's out right now. As of right now, the video's out. You got to see it first. The music video, I put the music, the full length song out for everybody as a thank you for joining and everything. So you got to see that first. I gave you a couple minutes of tomorrow's video. So anytime I got that, I'm going to do that stuff for you. Kind of like having members without members. You guys are the Red Squadron, and I'm just here for the ride. So it's all for you. But it's like I would say.
Watch that crossfire, boys.
That's right. Keep an eye out for it. I feel good. I feel like a weight's been lifted. We're back. We're back, y'all. Feels so good. Let me look up one more thing for you. Yeah. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So we're up to 39 subscribers. with no content. I love you guys for that. Thank you so much. It's like, when I started out 5 years ago and had no audience, I had nobody to talk to, no one to bounce things off of. So now I've got you guys with me, and you're who I want to do this for. If there was another 3,000 subscribers sitting there right now and it was just you guys here, it's having to sift through that and find you. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you're trying to find who you connect with, right? So now in this way, I've already found you, and here we are. So I totally appreciate it. It's so awesome. General Kenobi is here, sir. We gave you a special shout out earlier. Back it up and check it out. Or catch the replay, whatever you want. And don't forget, I gave him the shout out Wednesday. Get over there and check that stream out. It's going to be amazing. So that is it. Our first one back, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked how the format went. I hope I didn't bore you with the recorded content, but that's kind of the way we're going to be doing things. And it's always going to end up with the community spotlight on you guys, you, the Red Squadron, here in the Red 5 Cantina. That's how I want to do this with you guys. So, Flicks, thank you so much, everybody, for coming. And I don't even have my ending videos and stuff like that done yet. So I'll just hit you guys with this, and I'll see you next week. I think next week we're going to be talking about the Mando movie and some other things coming up. So I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time. May the Force be with you. And let's go. Let's go.
This is Red 5. I'm going in.
Let's do it. I'll see you guys later.
Step inside, traveler, leave the outer rim behind. You've docked in Red 5 Cantina, where the stars all unwind. I'm cool at the helm, pulling up a seat for you. We've got blue milk chilling and a table with a view. From Tatooine suns to the moons of Endor, stories spark like sabers when you walk through this door. Every rebel, smuggler, Jedi, come on in. This is where your Star Wars journey's about to begin. So hang your cloak, set your blaster on stun. In this harvest coming fun, yeah, we're second to none. Grab a drink, take a breath, make a wish when you're ready, cause the jump to light speed's never been this steady. Welcome to Red 5 Cantina, where legends come alive. Across the galaxy, we're keeping that rebel vibe. Pull up a stool, we're about to ignite. Tank Fabric, this crew's looking ready tonight. From Lord of Laughs, we're your hyperspace guide. At Red 5 Cantina, come enjoy the ride.